And welcome everyone to the Mystic Four. Woo! And for those of you who are new here, thank you for showing up. The Mystic Four is Dragonfly Crystals, also known as Next Level Channeling. That's Val. I'm going to do this twice because links are below. We have the amazing Aries Girl Tarot. This is Allyson. Aww. Amazing. Who is also a coffee drinker. We were talking about coffee.
Very much so.
And Allyson and I are the only cool kids. I mean, are the only coffee drinkers in the...
Same thing. Yes.
Yeah. We have Cleo the Seer. Hi, Cleo. I'm Tarot Stash. You. And you're all here for readings. Thank you. And please do the things. Please like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels. It does help. Please remember this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really. So.
And is everybody streaming to their channels?
I don't.
Yeah, Allyson's not. But we have, right now, we have 34 of the best chatters who are watching. That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So, you guys, so be sure to stop by my channel as well. I'm streaming my channel.
Wow, she's like working it. Please make sure you stop by. Sooner or later, I'm going to show up, and Cleo's going to be having like all of her own stash tags. She's going to be whipping through these. Please make sure, hi, best chatters, and all of that stuff. So, it does help. It does help. So, but Val, how are you? What's going on your channel?
I'm good. Well, I just started channeling on Next Level Channeling again, but I said to myself, I better multi-stream on both my channels so more people will subscribe to Next Level Channeling. And so tonight after this show at 5:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern, I'm going to do a live channeling of Yeshua, and Yeshua will take Q&A. I mean, there'll be a Q&A. He'll take questions. So this is something that Yeshua has kind of pushed me to do, a live channeling. So finally I'm doing it. So join that on any channel, Dragonfly or Next Level.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Allyson, how are you, and what's going on your channel?
I'm good, thank you. I've been very low key for a while now. I'm about ready to rev up. Every Friday night I'm on with Heather on Indigo Jaguar. Actually, she just changed her channel name.
Yes.
Spiritual
Alchemy. What is it?
To
yes,
Soul Alchemy.
Soul Alchemy
yes.
with Igea. Yes.
Igea, exactly. Yep. So I'm with her on Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern. I did upload a video the other day. I've just kind of been dealing with my own personal life in a good way. And then I'm on with you guys most I'm on Tarot Stash most Mondays doing this and also doing Caffeinated Unfiltered. But I'll be doing more, but and that's always at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So on Mondays.
I understand that. So yeah. So Cleo the Seer, what are you doing, or how are you doing?
I'm doing well. And I'm doing this today, Mystic 4. One of my favorite things to do is the Mystic 4. And on Friday, I will be doing a polyterology. And then the following Monday, a caffeinated and unfiltered. And then after that, I've got a Golden Girls coming up a week from Thursday and another polyterology on Friday. So polyterologies, Mystic 4, caffeinated and unfiltered, Golden Girls, and there you go.
I love it. I've got lots of good stuff coming up on my channel tomorrow. I am going to be a guest on Tuesdays with Tarot Stash exclusively on Jane the Seeker Tarot. That's in the morning, 9:15 Eastern. And then channeled messages with Medium Betsy Palmer and Terry at Holding Your Space. And then Jamie and I are doing a back and forth where we're doing more of the cards that we're pulling. We're pulling those the game cards, so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So, okay, I've got a few people started. Let's say hi to some people. I will put up. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. Do not, no readings on politics, finances, health, or third party. Put your question all in caps. We do the questions in random order, and please be present for your reading. We're going to try to get through as many of them as we can. However, I'm going to press pause probably at about 10 or so questions because Val's got another show, and I got a fixed dinner for my husband. So. But,
and my chuck roast comes out of the oven at 8:30.
All right.
Ooh, yum.
But it can wait a few minutes. It's fine.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I'm coming over.
It's delicious. It falls apart. It's amazing.
Oh, man, I'm getting
I love
hungry.
that. Viviani, Moira is here. Sydney Kitchell Williams is here. Been watching the show for about a week now and love the personalities here.
Aww.
Thank you for being here. And guess what? You're now one of the best chatters. So you're one of those personalities. So, I mean, try to fight against it. So Mickey is here. Hi, Mickey. Plucky Heroine. Laura. Laura Bondurant and Laura Hammond Davis. Carolyn Booker is also here. And Viviani is reminding people to like, share, and subscribe. Joyful Journey has called us all superheroes. I want to know, okay, so Cleo, what would your superhero name be?
My superhero name?
Martha Bean, Katie H.
Wonder Girl. Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl. Love it. There you go. Dragonfly Crystals is here. Everybody, please watch that person. I say that every week. I'm just going to have to come up with like a short video on it or something. It's silly like that. Val, what's your superhero name?
I think it would be Goddess Isis. I am a big Isis fan. Goddess Isis.
Goddess is.
Goddess is.
There you go. KK is here. I got your question, Moira. I got your question, Maggie W. Did I say hi to Alice L? Just catching up. Hi, Sonia Maggi. Got your question, Katie H. Tom 608 is here. Hi, Tom. Nice to see you. Rose Blue. Okay, that's not a question, but Rouge in the Wind, or Morgue in the Wind. Hi, my name's Gerald. I'm going to take a sip. And, good Lord. Amanda Carroll, Spirit Beyond the Stars, Beth Aspasia Rising, Lalima. So, oh my goodness. Gosh. So this is what I get. Yeah, all of the collabs. Katie, I mean, collabs are fun. So let me rephrase that. I enjoy collabs, especially when I'm the host.
Yes.
Next Monday, I am having, because Colleen's going to join us, the cool crone, for Caffeinated and Unfiltered. I am making her co-host because the last time we did this, we had a lot of people looking.
Yes. Yes.
It was incredible.
And she's so funny.
Yeah, she is hilarious.
Makes me
And
laugh.
she has great wisdom that she shares. So I love it. I love it.
I suppose she does.
She does. Oh my God. I loved it.
Georgia Gianni, I have you. Mars 54. Amanda Carroll, I have your question. So let's see what we got. I'm going to press pause on the questions. So questions are closed. Alice L, I got you. Xing is here. Hello. Sonia Maggie. So, yeah, Cleo, you may want to add Viviani to be a reader, to be a mod on your channel.
Okay. I don't know how you set that up, but
you just have if you have your cell phone and you have the show open and you see the comments, just press on their little icon. Like
I don't do
Viviani's
anything with my cell phone.
Oh.
No, you can, and you should, because you're going to get, well, you could get hit with bots.
And if you get
That's
hit
why
with
I
bots,
don't do it.
You can't do it without a cell phone?
Well, the cell phone allows you to, like my iPad won't do it, but the cell phone will. If you click on the person in the chat,
it's not hard.
It will pop up
a
window.
Yeah, and you need to do it in YouTube. You can't do it through StreamYard.
Yeah.
And you can do it after the live.
There you go. You can.
So you can do it after the live. So I'm going to go over and Cleo, because so I'm actually saying something in the live so that when the live stream comes back on, you can add people.
Yeah.
So it's okay. We'll help you through it.
Yeah, somebody please hold my hand through this, because
it's if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I am not it, and I can do it.
All right. Questions are all closed. Thank you. We have 62 amazing people. So, so thank you for being here. How this works is pull up a reading. Right now I have 14 questions starred. We will try to get through all of them. Please be present for your reading. Do not make me get my fan thwarp out. And I totally will. I will ring the phone for you. So, and all right. So first we have Moira D. Then we have Maggie W. and Katie H. So those are up. Please let us know that you are here. Moira, can I have a message, please? Guidance on staying on a spiritual path in the face of obstacles, especially work-related stress.
Oh, that's funny. Moira, I really show you in your life having a lot of love and a lot of beautiful energy around you. And they're kind of telling me to say look at this beautiful group of ladies together. There's a lot of love and gathering of beautiful energy in your community and in your family. So they're wanting you to really rest in that beautiful energy and soak it in and know that you are loved by everyone around you. And when I look at the Four of Water, what it's really showing me, what I got is this deep well that you have of inner peace that you can dig into. So know that when you go into overwhelm, when a lot's going on, like at work and at home, just tap into that beautiful relationship you have with your family, with your friends. Talk it over with them. Let go of some of that stress, and then set your sights on what you want to bring forward, because you've got a beautiful family, beautiful friends, and that's where they're telling you to kind of sink into that energy.
Mm-hmm. Allyson, you want to go next?
Sure. So Moira, you're moving into a different time right now. That's part of what's going on. You do have some sort of a plan, even if you don't realize that you do, and that might sound crazy, and maybe that's your spirit team at work, I don't know. But you are surrounded, you're protected, you have you everything that you have is there. This card here is the Nine of Pentacles. See what you have, always remind yourself, look at everything that is there. It may seem like you need guidance, but you are doing it. Not every step of the way is easy. You're going to have this stuff come up no matter what. The whole thing is just to keep on keeping on is what I'm getting here. Nine of Pentacles. This is about looking at everything that you've accomplished, staying just and always like refocusing and just coming back. You will get through this. Everything's as it should be. You're good. I understand what you're asking, but this is what I'm getting.
Okay. Cleo, what do you have?
Well, I think with Moira, that you know, everybody can get stressed out, and when you're at work trying to unstress, that's difficult to do, right? You know, like on the spot, already things are coming up. It's either you feel like you're not going quick enough, fast enough, but you really are. You know, you do have it. You know what you're doing. You're good at what you do, and your stress is more. It's something that you bring on yourself. That you don't really have to do that to yourself because you've already got it together. People are really they notice what a good job you do, and to work on the stress and to stay on your spiritual path, it's a little. You got to juggle. You got to juggle a few things, but yeah, work-related stress. You just don't need it. So just kind of, I would just do a little mantra thing before I went into work about this is not going to be stressful, and anything that comes my way, I know how to handle it. And if you start doubting yourself, that's when the stress comes on. And I can tell you don't have any reason to doubt yourself. You know what you're doing on your job. And maybe it is stressful at times and you're kind of pushed and you don't really like that. And that, I think that again brings on some of the stress, but I think you can handle this by reminding yourself of what a good job you do, that you know what you're doing, and that and that when you're pushed, when when you're under the gun and time is ticking by, and you're not able to, you think you're not going to do what you need to do, you will, and nobody's going to think differently of you if you don't. So just chill. It's going to be good. You know what you're doing.
I actually have something that goes along with all of the readings that you said. But it's because you're wanting a message, guidance on staying on a spiritual path in the face of obstacles, especially related to work. I have the King of Coins, and this card says, be a master of your environment. You know how to do the things that you need to do. It does say to me, make sure that everything in your environment is in working order and is operating correctly, because that allows you to not have to worry about that. That's the Page of Cups. So it allows you to not have the heaviness or the burden. So this is one of those things. Your outer world is going to support your inner world, especially at work. Know what you're supposed to be doing it, set up your systems. And I think because I think this is one of those things, you have a great opportunity to, when the structure works very well, you can get out and play. So were you going to add something, Allyson?
No.
Okay. I saw you lean in and I'm like, ooh, Allison's got some gems.
No.
So thank you there, Moira. It's good to have you here. And all right. All right. We have Maggie W is here. Katie H is here. Morgan the Void and Georgia Gianni are up. So we're going to start with Maggie W. Would appreciate help from the Mystic Four to identify one thing that could help me on my rough life's journey. What is it, and how can I make some fabulous progress?
Okay, this came in really easy. Take control of your thoughts. This is a big thing that you can do. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome you truly desire. This is not just a platitude. This is a real way that life works. Your thoughts really are things and create your reality. So make sure that everything in here is filled with love, peace, and you're not feeling worried and anxious, because that is the opposite of what you want. And they're saying you're having an inward revolution. So this all leads you to this opening, this awakening. And I know you asked for one thing, but the meditation card came out. And it is a beautiful practice to keep you in that centered space where your mind doesn't take over, where you are in that beautiful energy of your heart and connected to everything. So those are the suggestions that they are making for you. Thank you, Maggie.
I like that. Cleo, are you ready?
Sure. You know, a lot of just what Val said was coming to my mind as she was saying it. But just remember that when stuff comes up that you feel is rough, is maybe difficult, maybe hard to do, those are things that come to you, that cross your path, because it is absolutely necessary to get to your next to become more evolved, become more enlightened, is just going through some of these difficult times. And you've made it this far. I think you're doing it just fine. I think that when stuff comes up, you are identifying that, and you're getting through it. But I don't know if you're actually seeing it as something that you could learn something from. So you might keep that in mind, that when something comes up that you're like, oh God, I can't believe this is happening now, then think about why that might be happening, because there's usually a reason for it, and it's usually something that you hate at that moment. You don't care for it, but as time goes by, you're happy that it did. You look back on it and think, I did get something from that. And by the way, beyond this reading, I'm noticing today that I'm getting a lot of outside chatter in my head from my spirit guides, because there's a bunch of questions in here that maybe you haven't even posted it or anything. But if we say something anybody here, if we say something to a certain person and you feel it might apply to you, let us know if you want to. But you know, I think that I think what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to read on somebody else that hasn't even posted a question. So anyway, if I say something that resonates with you, then I'd love to know about it. But if you know, if you don't want to share that with us, just know that that's what's happening with me today. That I'm getting a number of things coming in. All right, I'm done.
Oh, we
Cleo's reading the room.
Yeah, Cleo's reading the room. We did have somebody who said the message resonates with them. So I think you're already feeling that, Cleo.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Allyson, are you ready?
I am.
Go for it.
Maggie, I have here in my cards that you've had some of the things that have happened to you. Some of these might even be years ago, and you're still living in that energy. Some things, plural. I don't know what. That's not what I'm reading on, but there's yeah. So it's related to the past and going into. So the overall energy that I have is the Fool. Right. And this is the card I'm going to hold up is the Fool. And so, and what's being suggested here is to try to move out of what I'm going to call this devil energy and move it, fake it till you make it if you have to. Knight of Cups. So this is about being very loving and kind and positive and whatever, even if you're feel like you're dragging something along with you. The Fool energy is all about starting anew and having faith that things are going to be okay. And I know that probably sounds really lame, but this is something that is very powerful to do. It's positive energy. And I realize it's not always going to be rainbows and unicorns, but again, I have endings here that are somehow still taking up space in your head, in your body, in your heart, whatever. Devil energy. You need to move more into like a Knight of Cups energy. So anyways, the overall energy here, the Fool, this is what I'm holding up. And this is about starting anew as best you can. It's not, you know, not necessarily going to be perfect, but it will really serve you if you can at least do this in some ways. I lived this.
Mm-hmm.
So I really do wish you all the luck, but that's what I've got.
Yeah. So Maggie W., what I have for you is I have the 9 of Cups. What's important with the 9 of Cups is for you to, okay, you wanted one thing, you could identify one thing. Start a gratitude journal. Before you go to bed, write down 3 things for which you are grateful. No matter how large or small, just get into the habit of writing those things down. Because we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is about mastering your emotions, knowing which emotions to, what to do with your emotions and how to allow those to help you with your creativity. So if you want the one thing, gratitude journal. Here, I'll even do this. Gratitude journal. Start one. Get one of those little, get a little notebook. Composition book. They're $1, $2. Go to the dollar store, something like that. So
you can do it in the morning too.
Yeah. Oh, do it in the morning. Do it both. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I love that, Gerald. Just a gratitude journal. What a great plan
Or
for
just
everybody.
saying it.
That's a cool thing to do.
I'll lay there in bed in the morning and I'll list off at least 10 things I'm grateful for before I even get up.
Yeah.
And usually you come up with way more than that.
Oh yeah. And so thank you. And Sydney, because the show is simulcasting on 3 channels, so you're not able to see all of the chat. I will always put them up so that you know who we're reading for. So, and it's not just you. The first couple of times, like, what's going on? So, Katie H is next, and then we have Morgan the Void, Georgia Gianni, and Amanda Carroll, Alice L, Sonia Maggie, Laura Bondurant, and Mickey, Cheryl Laurier, And then Sydney, I've got you on the list. So Sydney is going to be our last read for today. And Katie is here. What is my karmic path with my friend Brendan?
So, Katie, I had all these flashes coming in when I read your question, and I just kept hearing, don't try and hold on to this relationship. It isn't that it's karmic. It's just a lesson in you realizing that there has to be energy going back and forth in a truthful and beautiful way, and that you standing in your sovereign being, realizing something isn't worth your time. I don't know how to say it any better than that, but I pulled the Three of Swords. I pulled the Eight of Swords. And finally, I pulled the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like you are looking for something that isn't there, that this person can't give you. They're not capable. They're not connected to you enough in that way. So I hope that resonates. You are a powerful being. I feel your energy. You are learning how to create your boundaries and learning what is appropriate for you as far as what you'll put your energy on and pay attention to. And so you're very powerful, and you have a lot of beautiful energy. So just know that not everyone can meet your energetic level. Thank you, Katie.
Cleo or Allyson?
I feel like Brendan, for Katie, is as a past life person, somebody that you've run across before in the past life. And that just because you run across that person now, it doesn't necessarily mean there's any karmic link or anything like that. But it doesn't feel like something that you need to put a lot of energy into. But he's just, I think it's this past life thing that makes you think that there's a karmic path. I don't feel that there is a karmic path. I just feel like this is somebody that you've known before. And if this is a friendship, I would just chalk it up to that. And that's what this is. It's a friendship with something about him probably feels familiar to you. But I don't think that it's really not that big a deal. So I wouldn't think of it as a karmic thing. I would think of it more as it's just a friend. If it's somebody that you want to be more than a friend with, I suggest no. This is not a good way to go. But because they won't add anything. Just nothing about that would be a good thing for you. It wouldn't be a bad thing either, but I'm just saying it's just extra baggage. Boy, then I'm sorry, that doesn't sound very good, but yeah, I just don't feel that it's any more than a reconnection with somebody from a past life that probably owes you a debt. Not it's not that you need to be connected to them, but they might want to be connected to you. And that's entirely up to you, but just know that it's probably not super beneficial. Okay.
Allyson?
Interesting, that last part that that Cleo just said, because when I was shuffling, I saw Five of Swords twice, and then Six of Pentacles popped out. So for me, that's like a whole, like, there's just, and I don't know what the situation is. It doesn't feel romantic to me. But there's like a conflict with reciprocity. It's very not give and take. And maybe that's this person with you. Maybe it's the both of you. I don't know, but there's a very much like a going on in some sort of way is what I get from those two cards together jumping out. But as far as what I actually pulled, I think that it's ran its course, whatever it is. The overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is, it's going to require work if you're wanting to hold on to it or wanting to make it work. It's never going to be what looks like, I should say. Maybe I'm jumping to whatever because of what popped out and then what I've heard everybody else say already. But no, it's I don't know. I think you're better off just not. And I've got a spread here. We're only doing one card, but it's just no. It's going to be a lot of work. If you want to have this person around the karmic path, it's going to be a challenge. Is what it's going to be. That's what I got.
And KDH, I have, what is my karmic path with my friend Brendan? Actually, I think it is what it is. And there's this feeling of we're in a class together and then somebody moved and that's that. It doesn't feel like it's too heavy or anything like that. So I feel, I get this feeling of the Page of Swords. You were young friends together. Cool. That's great. And it doesn't need to be more than that. What it feels like right now. So thanks, KDH. I hope that gives some help. And yes, we've had more of the best chatters come in. So hello, best chatters. Readings are closed. So thank you for being here. Please don't rush away because Cleo is plugged in way beyond belief. She's given messages for everybody who is watching.
Sort of, yes.
Oh, don't just say sort of, you are. Morgan the Void, and then Georgia, and Amanda, Alice L, Sonia, Laura Bondurant, Mickey, Cheryl, Lori R, and Sydney Kitchell Williams. So, and how am I being perceived by others at the moment?
And the first thing that came in, Morgan the Void, is that it's none of your business, not in a bad way, but meaning that our focus should be on our inner self, and that there's the focus card. I got that thought, and then it ended up being a card I pulled. It's because you're going to interpret whatever you see by your outside world because they're mirroring to you that which you want to learn or need to learn, because that's how the world works. But what somebody is thinking of you or their opinion of you is not going to form your love of yourself. You inside are going to have that recognition and awakening to that light within that connection of divine source. And that is who you are. So what they think is not something you need to worry about. Just maintain your beautiful connection and light. Because what happens then is that everyone around you is attracted to that beautiful light you radiate. And that's what's going to happen. When you focus on, oh, what's somebody think about me? You're not getting anywhere. It's not a productive thought. So they're saying nothing's gone wrong. See this yin yang symbol? Stay in balance. Go to your divine feminine energy. That is that beautiful compassion and love that you can have for yourself, and let that radiate out from you. And all will be well from that point. Thank you, Morgan the Void.
What do you got, Cleo?
I've got that this person is, what's her name? Morgue in
the Void.
Morgue in the Void. Okay. I think that you're sort of a mysterious person in the first place. you come across as somebody that people just, they're very interested to hear what you say and what you're doing. But as far as being perceived by others, they see you as a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of an enigma. And I think you are that way a little bit. On the other hand, you attract some really good things. So as far as if you're thinking that people are being judgmental, they're not. They're not. They're curious, not judgmental about what kind of a person you really are. And they think they know, and then all of a sudden you'll say something and they'll think, well, I didn't even think of her like that. And because you change, you're like a chameleon and you're a little mysterious. And I think that the people that come around you, they love it. And if I were you, I would just take advantage of that and enjoy it and not worry about how you're being perceived, because you're being perceived in a positive way.
Okay. Allyson.
Morg, I drew from the African Goddess Rising Oracle, and I pulled Urzuli Dantor, and this is her message, and I am going to read from the book. Her guidance message is, if it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. But the embodiment message is what I really want to read, and this is what it says. The energy cords binding you and others you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. You must be willing to let go. Close your eyes. See divine swords of God, goddesses, loving light separating you and dissolving the cords between you. You are both whole and healed. Just as you shower to cleanse physical grime, there is also grime in the form of energy cords. Also call karmic ribbons, emotional cords, or etheric cords. Spiritual maintenance is required. The declaration, which is like a mantra, is I am worthy, compassionate, and whole. That's what I got.
Well, and I agree with all of these amazing readers, and I also got a very clear message. You are a mystery to them. You are the magician, and what they're thinking is how does Morgan get so much done in so little time? That's what they're thinking. So I hope that makes some sense. That those were great readings for you. So, and they did say Morgan, if that's easier. So, but I think Morg in the void is fun to say, actually.
It is. It makes you think.
It does. All right. Georgia Gianni is here, and I am now ready to date. So, do you see me having any options? And I know that they're going to be watching back, because here, I'm going to put this up. I cannot be here for my reading. My elderly landlord fell and I need to help her. Her husband has dementia, so I need to be there till the EMTs get here.
Oh,
so we're sending all the best for that.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, Georgia. I feel like someone's coming. I pulled the Three of Waters for you. And I feel like there is more than one. I feel like you're going to be quite attractive to a few people that are going to be in your midst within like about 3 months, in that timing. And just keep being the beautiful energy that you are. And I feel like this is going to open up beautifully for you. So, yeah, you really are ready. That's what I feel. So thank you for that, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would have gone first, I would have said just about the same thing as what Val said, that there's a bunch of options out there. You seem to attract that kind of attention easily. And so it's entirely up to you, whichever one you want to go for. But yeah, I would play the field. I would check it all out, see what works out best for you. So I hope you get to replay this and find out what we said.
I'm going to go first, Allyson, because I see you still shuffling. You are. What's great is this is the Eight of Cups. This is the card of releasing the things that no longer help you or serve you. This also is the card for me is you walk toward what you want to find. Don't necessarily be walking away from something. Walk towards something. You radiate a certain level of intrigue and options. I encourage you to really understand who you are as a spiritual being and protect that. Don't let anybody tear that down at all. At all. At all.
I love that.
If they're gonna tear your Queen of Cups down, you want nothing to do with them. They're not very, very helpful for you. So I'm gonna stop there and go, what do you got, Allyson?
I'm going to go against the grain on this.
Good.
Obviously you could meet somebody today if you wanted, right? I mean, especially if this is you in your profile pic, you're gorgeous, superficially speaking. You got no problem meeting people. I would, based on what I have here, I would continue processing something. You said you're ready to date. Absolutely, you can. Do you see you having options? Yes. I mean, I don't need to look at the cards to see that. Of course you do. Yep, absolutely. But I would continue working on just dealing with you and loving you and whatever. I don't know if you need to do that or not necessarily, but yeah, that's what I would do based on what I have here. Yeah. Yep. I could hold up all my cards, but
Allyson, this just makes me think of the Eight of Cups. You're still walking away from other stuff.
Finish she is. I mean, I can hold my cards up. Yeah, you got, yes. Yep. I just wouldn't be in a big, no, I would wait. I would give it some time. Go within, High Priestess. You already know this probably on some level. Maybe you're bored. Maybe you just want to have some fun or whatever. But the overall energy, I have Five of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Cups. This is not, no. Hermit, Seven of Swords. Outcome is the High Priestess. This is you doing you, taking care of you, going within, thinking about, reflecting, healing, listen to your inner voice, all of that, whatever. Could you meet somebody? Of course, yes. But I wouldn't. I would wait.
Yeah. Thank you all. I love these well-rounded readings. I think they're great. Amanda Carroll is up, and then we have Alice L, Sonia Maggie, Laura Bondurant, and Mickey, Cheryl, Lori R, and Sydney. Please let us know you are here. So, and yes, I agree, Sylvia. Nice message for Georgia. Amanda Carroll, who is here, I would love to know if my daughter and I, will be able to sell the VW bus currently in my driveway.
Do you own it? Is that your VW bus?
Yeah, that's what it is.
People love making those into. You're not gonna have any problem getting rid of it. Maybe the price you want, but
yeah, the bus was Maggie's dad. He passed away 2 years ago. It just arrived from Portland.
And the first thing that came in is somebody's holding it in their heart and they're connected to it. And so they don't want to sell it. And I feel like it's your daughter, Amanda. So there's some emotional connection to that. That's the first thing that came in. Then I pulled create space. So in order to sell that, there has to be some detachment from that and create space, surrender to those feelings you're having about it and lighten up. So that really is, it's representing that relationship you had with your dad, the daughter. I'm talking to the daughter by way of Amanda. So I'm saying this has to be let go and she has to talk about it because that's going to hold it up. it's going to hold the sale up. Because she doesn't have any energy there to want to sell it. It's not that people won't come by, but she's not feeling it. She's not ready, or if you know what I mean. So talking about it, talking about the memories, and realizing that the memories stay, even though this material object can go. All those beautiful memories stay with you. That might help her release that feeling. So thank you for that, Amanda.
And Amanda said, true. She may want to repair it. It was his pride and joy.
Yes, she is really connected by her heart to that.
It's Amanda said it's up to her.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
And I got that same kind of thing. I wondered if it was, if it was his pride and joy. Yeah. She doesn't want to let go of that right away. She wants to sit in it. She wants to drive it. Maybe she needs to repair it.
Yeah.
And you'd have to repair it to sell it anyway if it's in need of repair. So I wouldn't sell it right away. And I would just feel, I would just sit in it. And what kind of energy do I get from it? I'm sure
it's like having your dad's shirt and never, keeping it and
yeah,
smelling it every so often, right? To get that.
I just need to move it.
All right. Well, just get some people together and push the thing, because VW buses ain't that heavy.
Yeah. Allyson, what do you have? I see you smiling.
Again, she could sell it, of course. Those people love those, and everybody's doing the whole like tiny home in a bus and all that. And blah, 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 blah. It would be just a matter of, is she going to part with it? Like you're saying, whatever. Add 10 of swords. That's a no. I'm saying nope. It's going to be on her terms. Whatever. 4 of swords, Knight of Wands, the moon. To me, just looking at all that, that's her contemplating and probably deciding what sort of action, and she might not be completely disclosing what all she really feels and wants with the moon. The overall energy, 10 of swords, no, it's going to be in the driveway until you move it to someplace else.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's the problem, is you don't have a place to store it. But
right.
Try to find some place that you could give your daughter some time to kind of check it out better.
I gotta say too, at the bottom of the deck, it's so funny. I've got the Page of Pentacles, the Fool, the 9 of Pentacles. So this is all about wanting to, what to do with it. Page of Pentacles, the Fool is the renewal of it and holding on to it. 9 of Pentacles, no.
Yeah. I and again, for entertainment purposes only. No, you're not going to sell it because she wants to keep it. You need to move it out of the driveway, put it into storage. I think it's just, I think it just is, I think there's a beauty in it for her. And I would, I have to say, I would be all for that. If it was his pride and joy and he was my dad, I would probably be attached to it.
Yeah.
So, and they're awesome too. Those vehicles, they're very cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right.
Especially if that's your thing.
And Amanda said we will make it work.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm like going,
nice.
Put it in a storage garage, put an extra lock on it because you don't want anybody to do anything, with it. So.
Right.
All right, we have Alice L, Sonia Maggie, Laura Bondurant, Mickey, Cheryl, Lori R, and Sydney are the order, and then we will be finished for this evening. So Alice L, question from my spirit guides in regards to my spiritual development. Do you want a message from your spirit guides? Go ahead. Go ahead, Val.
First thing, channeling, Alice. They're telling you can channel. Open, the flows are open, channel and let your light shine, because you have these beautiful gifts and wellness, just keeping yourself in a beautiful self-care mode and letting that light come in and let that light heal everything within you. I feel like this is what I was feeling before I pulled the card. you're definitely on your way to being a very powerful channeler. So,
All right. What do you have, Cleo?
Well, you know, Alice, one thing about spirit guides that's just so cool is that when you do connect with them, it's just you just feel filled with love. And you can't help but not grow spiritually when you experience that. So just, I guess, meditate or whatever you do to make that connection. And when you feel that love, then you know something is happening. And like Val said, that, you know, you'll be channeling with these spirit guides if you're not already doing that. But, you know, going to your spirit guides for spiritual development, that's the very best thing you can do. They will work with you. They will, you know, they'll work with you till you get it, as long as that you're open to that. So it's going to be very good for you.
Nice. Allyson? Let's see. Allison's got her guidebook out because this must be good.
Well, whenever I pull from the African Goddess Rising Oracle, I always read from it because they're so detailed, and it's the only deck that I really do read from because it's pretty. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. So it's Sache. This is an African goddess, and her key word is grounding, and I am going to read from the book. So her guidance message is to protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. Your mind is your own. Your truth and story are your own. Be rooted in your truth. Create healthy boundaries. The embodiment message is your energy is unsteady. Breathe. Come into the present. Say out loud, I am here. Trauma, stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and fear disconnect you from your body. Grounding keeps you present. When you feel rootless or unsettled, come back to your breath. Meditation and breath work are grounding. Try earthing, connecting your feet to soil. Free writing, clapping, stomping, and rubbing your hands together are all grounding. And the last thing is the declaration, the goddess declaration, which is basically a mantra. It's I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. And yes, you do have abilities. I'm not going to read the whole thing about this actual goddess, but it was like the first thing that that Val was talking about.
Yeah. She said, thank you, Allyson. So you wanted a question, spirit guides. So here's the thing, what spirit guides will do. They'll give you an opportunity. They'll change things up to see how you handle it, because that's next on your growth. And those things that you have an opportunity to expand on, they could be small, but very impactful on your spiritual path. They could be that aha moment that you really need. And it is one of those things that your guides are reminding you to celebrate the energetic experiences that you are having. What enlightenment, what small things that are enlightening you that you are gaining awareness about really does have a great deal of impact. Like, what do they say? What do you do before enlightenment? You chop wood and you carry water. What do you do after enlightenment? Chop wood and carry water. So remember that, Alice.
Yeah.
So, and Alice is getting a lot of love. So Sonia is here, Laura Bondurant, Mickey, Cheryl, Lori R, and Sydney. Those are the people that I have, I believe I've seen them in the chat. So, do you see my spiritual path? Sonia, well, some insight on that or what? You're welcome.
First thing they're saying is to pay attention. This is Vesca Pisces. It's about paying attention to the outer world instead of your inner world. And this is a reminder to pay attention to your inner world as well. not just focused on the outer world. So they are pointing to the divine feminine for you. So this, for me, is about your beautiful heart energies radiating out to the world. And I feel like you have a lot of empathy and can assist people in a beautiful way to heal and bring some kind of sense of love and compassion into their lives and about themselves, because many people are hard on themselves and can't love themselves. And I feel like this might be one of your missions to do that. Creating space, again, is coming up as a theme. Creating space for your spiritual practice, aligning with your inner temple through meditation or however that shows up for you, because you are birthing a new age here, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So pay attention to the inner, create that temple, meditate, make the time to do it. All that beautiful divine feminine receptivity, let that be your outward energy to others and work with others, because that seems to be what you're pointed toward. So thank you for that, Sonia.
Wow. Sonia, I mean, I hope you were paying attention to what Val said, because that is right on. You definitely need to be careful about balance, the yin and yang, and, to be too far into one thing or another, too far into earthbound stuff versus spirituality. If you find the right balance there, that will really help for keeping you on your spiritual path. And I see your spiritual path as very positive and very, you're really very connected to it already. If you don't know that, you are. And yeah, you're doing fine, but just be aware of the balance of the, too much one way or another. Try to stay in balance, and like Val said, with meditation and things like that, whatever you're into that helps you stay in balance. Not that it would be terrible to go one way or the other. It's just that you'll be more directed if you can find the balance there. And I see that you will. So it's good. It's all good, Sonia.
Okay, I kept tapping the mute and it wasn't unmuting. Sonia, you triumphed over something, or you were successful in some sort of way, and I think that you see that, and or you came into some sort of happiness, but I think you're still healing from something that was that you knew you were right about, or it was something that was well fought for, but there's still some sort of something connected to it. 5 of Cups. And I just want to reference that. But, the overall energy is about the Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Wands. I think as long as you take action on something that you're passionate about, and that would be like your, you probably have something that you're interested in when it comes to spirituality. What is it? Is it reading cards? Is it numerology? Is it becoming a, developing mediumship, whatever it is. But if you just take action on it, King of Wands, and go towards it, Ace of Pentacles is here for the taking. So it will be something of value to you that you will care about, and that it will yield what you're wanting. That's what I have here. So just whatever it is that you have any sort of interest in, I would at least begin going that direction. You're the one that can answer, what your path would be. It's what talks to you, what pulls you in. So that's what I got.
And Allyson, I would support that, because I have the Hanged Man. It is important for you to get differing opinions and to explore things that you didn't know before, that you're curious about, because part of your spiritual path is to find out about those things and then allow them to come to fruition through you. So get a different perspective, find out all of the things that you don't know about, and then incorporate them into your spiritual path.
Is that the world?
No, it was the Empress.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's the Empress. So.
And you can do this. I just want to say one last thing. I have the Magician, the Hierophant, and the World at the bottom of the deck. I mean, just wow. So this means you have within you what you need to do. The Magician, the Hierophant is about being, you know, the best at whatever it is, you know, triumphing, being, you know, you can become, what's the word I'm looking for? The Hierophant is mastery, really, in whatever, in regards to this reading. And then the World, you know, it's a completion. It's, you can do this. You can do this. Just go towards what you feel excited about. And if it's not that thing, it will lead you to the thing that it is. You just got to get started.
Yeah. So, all right. We, Laura Bondurant is here. Then Mickey, Cheryl, Lori R, and then Sydney. So I thank everybody for being here. So we've been on for a little over an hour. I mean, are we still okay to finish?
Yeah.
So, okay. Reading from Spirit, please, Laura said. So, and Laura is here. So
Great. So, yeah, Laura, again, creating space. This seems to be a theme for today. Creating space for manifestation. And there is a lot of, also creating space for replenishment. And that is about self-care and giving yourself time to rest and retreat and go inward. Because this beautiful energy of joy is what is going to come into your being from, here's an emerald tablet rather, activation, which is really gorgeous, and heart of source activation, which is going to create this joy. And I would say that by mid-February, if not sooner, you will get that. You are being guided by the Council of Light. And this is divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So you are being tremendously guided. And so just make sure that you create space for replenishment, for doing your manifestations, and then let it go. Don't connect and think about it every day. Just let it go and be in the state of allowing, because that you have the heart of source here. That is that beautiful connection to everything. Perfect quantum field manifestation energy. So go for it.
and Laura said, joy is my word for 2024.
Oh, it's coming. You have so much joy. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Allyson, do you want to go next?
Sure.
Okay.
My message is very similar to Val's. Inokazana. This is the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck, and this goddess's message is one of celestial alignment. Mm-hmm. The guidance message is your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you. The embodiment message is, how do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of God, goddess. And the declaration, which is the mantra from this goddess, is, I am always being guided in the right direction.
Beautiful.
Very nice. That's what I got.
Great.
Very nice.
Cleo.
Well, Laura, you have an amazing group of spirit guides with you all the time, and I love it that you're for 2024 you're into joy, because they're a joyful, happy group, and they love what you do. I have no idea what that is, but they are totally supportive of you. They love what you do, and you approach things with such love and positiveness that I think that's why you've attracted this group of spirit guides that that just they're like your cheerleaders, but also anytime you're in need, they are there for you. But I do see a lot of joy for you in 2024, so good for you.
Yeah, and I have there is a lot of joy. I have the 10 of Cups. I also have the 5 of Cups. So there is going to be some loss. And what's the challenge is if you, how do I say this? Find the joy in even the difficult things, and allow yourself to have those feelings, because then those things will move quickly. So, and she said mentally it can be hard to have high vibrations.
Wow.
Yes. Can
That,
be.
you need to just accept that you can actually have high vibrations all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get rid of doubts, and just try to stay centered, and maybe do a little meditation, because you've got such a supportive group of guides behind you that they will help you bring that vibration up if you're feeling that you're having a hard time with that.
Good. Thanks, Cleo. So, all right. So Mickey is up, and I saw Cheryl is still here, Lori R, and then Sydney, and then we're trying to go through these as quickly as we can. So, any advice on how to get my dad's story made into a movie? It's part of history you can't find on Google. And this is Mickey.
And Mickey, your dad's story, is it related to anything ET, or is it about war, or is it about what, if we knew the genre of what that truth is that he lived, then I could certainly help steer you in the direction of people that could help get that made into a movie. But right now they're telling you to visualize that which you want. Ask for people to come before you that can assist you to further this movie and to produce it, that just exactly the right people will be brought before you to make it into a movie in a graceful and productive and beautiful way. And they're saying it is on your soul journey. This is something that you are led to do. At the same time, they're telling you maintain your wellness. Make sure you take care of yourself while you're doing this project, and stay in that divine feminine receptivity, because that will allow things to flow to you once you have done the visualization. So I hope that makes sense to you. And I don't know if you've responded or if you're here about
she said,
World War II. Yeah.
World War II resistance to communist government in 1948 in Czechoslovakia. Dad helped start it, escaped twice from the country, saved many lives, told his story on my channel. So
okay, I'm going to say that if there is any way for you to create a short video of his story, or take clips of whatever he has told and send that to there's a few news anchors you could send it to, but also send it to people that are, oh gosh, who I want to say is the one who used to do the Americans, Our Greatest Generation. And he used to do, oh, what's his name? He would know who needs to take that to make a movie out of it. Brian Jennings. I don't know if it was Brian Jennings or who it was, but what I'm telling you is look around at who is out there talking about this kind of thing and reach out to them, because they will steer you in the direction you need. These are the breadcrumbs that I am hearing. I hope that makes sense, because these are the people that know and have the connections. If you create a video and they can see how, most people have time to see a quick video.
Tom Brokaw.
Yeah, Tom Brokaw, The Greatest Generation. I would definitely reach out to him and those like him to get that story out there. And I love that. I totally love that and appreciate that kind of beautiful story. And I want it to be told too. So yeah, good luck with that, and do your visualization, and let's make it be so. It is already done.
Somebody also suggested Ken Burns.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, Steve, who you would take this to, but if you've put the story on your own channel, I would just keep pushing that and adding to it, and eventually maybe somebody will run across. Actually, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Somebody is going to see that and tell somebody else, and maybe that person tells. It's a very inspiring story. And people love that kind of stuff. And it sounds like that your dad did some great stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really weird, because I just heard a story like this about somebody in like last night or the night before, kind of on the news, but it wasn't totally, it was like more a broader thing about what people went through. During the war, and who survived it and how they survived it. So yeah, keep putting more stuff up on your channel and see if you can't get that more views on that. As a matter of fact, put it on there and let us know what your channel is, and we'll go to that and try to start getting people to look at that.
Yeah, absolutely. Good idea. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Allyson, what are you thinking?
So I do think there's a chance that this could actually come to be. And I wondered if there's somebody that's either in your family or is somehow connected to your family, that maybe you or your father or whoever, somebody's on the outs with this person. How much so, I don't know, but there is a connection that could be helpful, but it's like you guys aren't communicating now, but you used to, or something. That's what I have here. There's somebody that could be really helpful to this, but they're not in your circle right now, but they were. Or maybe it's your father's circle. I don't know. So Steve is who we're reading for, but it's about Steve's father. Am I following this?
This is Mickey. This is Mickey.
So who's Steve?
Steve is the how they're logged in.
Okay. So Mickey, your father, I don't know if is he here in spirit. Regardless, there's somebody connected either to you that could help with this that you're no longer dealing with, or somebody that's connected to your dad that there's somebody that you know that could be helpful with this if you guys can figure it out and talk. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I'm not saying that's the only way it would happen. I'm just saying there is somebody that could help with this, but they're not immediately available.
To be honest with you, I don't have anything to add to what the three of you said. It was that's pretty complete.
Is the website called The Divine Miss Mickey?
Yes, that's the thing. Yes.
Okay. I will check
Very
that out.
good. I gotta write it down.
And Mickey said that could be a journalist my dad worked with. Steve is my ex. Long story, dad's in spirit.
Okay.
So,
Right.
all right.
Okay.
So, thank you. Just finishing up, we have Cheryl, Lori R, and then Sydney. So, what can I expect in February?
Oh,
What
I'll
can
be right
Cheryl
back.
expect in February? You have to check your dinner.
My
And,
alarm's going off. I'll be right back.
I just wanted to say something to Steve real quick. We will keep promoting this. We'll check out this site, and then the next time we're on a couple different shows, we'll remember to bring up your site to tell people to go watch it. To go, you know, we don't know yet. I haven't seen your site. I don't know what's on there, but we'll promote your site from here.
So if you don't have it on there now, make a video or have some content related to that. Your dad's, if he's done interviews or whatever he's done, or, you know, tell his story in a brief way so that people can get excited about it and get interested. Definitely.
Viviani has put the link in the chats where she's a mod. So,
yeah.
All right. What can Cheryl expect in February?
So, Cheryl, coming up for you in February are light beings. Oh, some are showing up in your connections somehow. You're going to hear whispers. There's some openings. So you are going to be connected and hear whispers, and you're going to get the authentic truth. Cheryl, I don't know what you're eating, but I want some. I love this. You know, other than that, I think that February for you, though, I feel like you are going to be in a beautiful state of kind of blissful state. And no wonder this energy is coming in like this, because that's the state that attracts light beings and communication and authentic truth. So
Cheryl said, I'm clairaudient. Cheryl said clairaudient.
Well, there you are, because they're going to be talking to you. It's clear.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and Cheryl, if you've been looking for something, an item around the house, in the car, these kind of things are going to show up this month. Something you've been looking for, maybe in the past, maybe just recently, is going to show up. And so it was lost, it'll be found. And a couple little things like that are going to happen this month where you're just like, oh, yay, that happened. but yeah, just something has been misplaced and you've been looking for it, and it will come back around soon. And there's something else, and I just lost track of my thought on this, but it goes right along with that. Oh, that somebody might be showing up that you haven't seen for a long time that you're really happy to connect with again. That might not be a real big deal. It might be even make like a Facebook connection or a phone call, or a friend ran into so-and-so and you're like, oh yeah, I wanted to see that person. So you got a couple little things that are just going to sprout up out of nowhere in February about things being found, and maybe a friend showing back up or something like that. It's going to be fun.
So, all right. What do you got, Allyson?
Cheryl, I think that February is going to be quite nice for you. Honestly, very nurturing. Your creative side will probably be coming out, and you'll work on some of your, your woo-woo stuff. You mentioned, I think I was buffering. Did that come through? Should I say it over?
You're fine. Yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah.
It did come through. Okay. Yeah, it's going to come through. And the overall energy is serenity. So it was the other things that I just said, but lovely. It's going to be smooth sailing. So, yep.
Well,
I don't have specifics, but it looks really nice.
Well, yeah, and I actually have February's going to come in really big and really powerful, and it's going to end with you being in control, working on those things that started in the beginning of the month. It starts with the King of King of Wands, and ends with the Queen of Swords. So there you go. So, all right, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
So, and Cheryl was appreciating the reads, and Lori R is still here, I know. Would like to know what you see for my career. Change or stay? Thank you.
Change or stay.
And Cheryl said, sounds great, Allyson. And by the way, on the channels, I did put the story that Mickey was sharing about her father. I put the link to that.
Oh, great. Perfect.
So, would like to know what you see for my career.
So, you know, it almost looks like whatever career you have, it's like passing in the night. It says passage. It's like you're on your way to something better. And there are outside forces driving this situation that you're going through. And something about coming up with new innovative ideas that you're going to have. And you're going to begin something. So this is the beginning. It's a good time to start a new job or a new career. You have creative ideas that get noticed, and you notice it's next to the innovation card. So you definitely are getting channeled hits of new things to come. And it's all about the timing. It's all about the timing. So it looks like you're calling on your wisdom. Go inside, and you will get the right timing for this. And yeah, it's here for you. I don't see you, you know, you don't have to stay, but you can stay where you are. But this kind of portends a shift in you that brings about something new and better. So I hope that helps, Lori.
Cool. All right. Cleo, what do you have for Lori?
Lori, I see that it's just wide open and you've got a lot of opportunities, and you can stay where you're at or you can change it. It feels to me like a change would do you good, and it would be a very positive thing. But where you're at's not terrible. So it's you will have to make that decision, because it could go either way. But I just feel like if you went for a change, that you might broaden your horizons a bit, and it would be really complimentary towards your career to elevate that career. And yeah, I guess I'm going. Even though you can stay, I would say change it up a bit. If it feels right to you, change it up a bit.
Okay. Thank you, Catherine Bush. That was very generous of you. Did you see that, Val?
Let's see.
There.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Catherine.
It's very sweet.
Appreciated. Very appreciated.
All right.
go ahead.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm buffering. Am I back? Okay. Lori, I agree. Yep, you could do either one. You could stay if you want, but the overall energy, Ace of Wands, get her going, take action. Clarified by Two of Cups, Knight of Wands. This is all move it. You're I've got Seven of Cups, the Sun, Two of Wands. I mean, you go do something else, you'll be successful. You can stay where you are, I'm not going to show all the cards because we're doing quick little readings here, but I was curious about this. Yeah, you're going to be successful either way. So it's up to you. It's up to you.
And I have, what's interesting, what do you see for my career, change or stay? I see the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new opportunity. It could be at the same place. It could be in a new place. It could be with you getting with people that you've worked with before or that you know. This is the Six of Cups. The key thing to remember is stay, whatever you do, stay for the long haul. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Move with purpose. Move with purpose. So, Loriart, what do you have, Allyson?
I just pulled another one on the Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups. I think if you go, you're going to be happy. You got the Sun, High Priestess will let you know justice, what you deserve. Yeah. I mean, if you're bored or if there's a conflict, definitely. But I mean, again, you can do either one, but from what I see here, you're not going to regret it. If you move to something new, you will not regret it. It'll be your happiness.
Yeah. And by the very fact, Lori, that you asked this question, it's been on your mind too.
So. Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is truth.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Beth. I love that for the Knight of Pence. Move with purpose. I used to put that into performance assessments back when I was writing with them and people were moving too slowly. I would put in a line, needs to move with purpose.
Oh, man, that's powerful. I just want to say on the next one, Sydney, the cat.
Sydney's
I am getting your cat does not like the smell or feel of that cat litter. That is the first thing I got. I said, no, they don't like it. And it may be about the height of the litter tray, something, but they don't like the feel of it on their paws. There's something, they're not having it.
And yeah.
Go ahead, Allyson.
This is just knowledge. This isn't a reading thing. And I'm sure she knows if she's a cat person. One big thing, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. One big thing about cats, and this probably isn't the issue because of what you're saying, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Keep the litter box as clean as possible.
Yes.
Always have it clean. Cats are very, very clean. They want their box to be clean. But yeah, you might try changing the litter. And then the thing about cats, if they ever go anywhere outside of their box, then they can smell that wherever it is. And then the cat gets blamed. It's never the cat's fault. We brought outdoor animals into our homes. So, but anyways, yeah, maybe try sand if you're doing regular litter. So it's softer, like Val's saying.
Or is your cat mad about something? Trying to let you know something? Is it a message to you about, well, that would get back to if the litter box isn't cleaned all the time.
Why my cat won't.
Just wondering.
Okay.
Trying to second guess a cat.
I can see it going in there. It does not like the feet. It's like, ew. And it doesn't like the smell of it. Or
what got on my paws?
Clean. So very clean.
It's showing me it doesn't like it.
And Sydney, it feels to me very much like the cat does not like where it's located.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be.
I just got something too. If you have more than one cat, you need to have multiple boxes.
Yeah.
Not just one.
Yeah.
And keep it clean. And I'm not saying you're not. I just keep it clean.
Yeah, we used to have 4 cats. We had 4 litter boxes.
Yep, that's right. You should have one box. That doesn't mean that they'll both use them, but you should have as many litter boxes as you have cats. And keep them all clean.
Yeah, that's a bitch.
Yeah.
A lot of work sometimes.
Yeah, and I was just Sydney, I think okay, this may sound weird. Have a conversation with the cat. You can do it out loud. You can do it. You can sleep with the cat. You can dream about the cat. Have a conversation with the cat and saying, I don't know what you want me to do. What do you want me to do? Tell me in a way that I could actually do it. So, and you may get a sign that it could be they don't like the feel of the litter on their hands, or they don't like the location or the smell, something like that. But this is, I love it. Val is sitting here going like this.
They were showing me.
So, and okay, Sydney says we keep it clean daily, but I guess not enough.
Yeah.
Just have one cat in 3 boxes.
Wow.
Thank you. We'll think about getting sand litter.
Yeah.
Also had a guess about their location in the house.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah, if you're not using, try that clumping litter, the sand type litter. They like that much better than the little pieces of
there you go.
Whatever that's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, don't yell at the cat, because that will just make it worse. Cats do not go along with yelling, and they don't.
Yeah, don't yell at any of your pets ever.
Yeah, no, they don't get it.
And they just give you the paw. Like, what? Okay, fine. Give you the paw.
Yeah. Sydney, this is the first question that Sydney has ever asked on as somebody who watching the channel. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
This is great. So, any last minute bits of advice for Sydney? And I see some of the best chatters are putting in some comments. So there you go. It's like Jonathan Phillips said, if they tend to poop in 1 or 2 places, move the box to where they're pooping, then slowly move it over time to where you want it.
Right.
Yeah. And and I was actually thinking this. I'm like, don't watch the cat. Cats don't,
It's
cats don't want to see you. Cats don't want you watching them. They'll watch you because they're cats, but they don't want you to watch them.
No, it needs to be private.
Yeah. And there was something funny that Beth put in here. Cats hold such power. 4 psychics pondering this poo. LOL. This cat is loving this.
Well, they were even showing me the vision of them. I mean, I saw it in real time, a cat box and them going in, and no.
It's stuck on my paw.
Yeah, it didn't. They didn't. They go, oh no.
Yeah. Talk to the paw.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so thank you, everybody. We will be here next week for Caffeinated and Unfiltered.
Yep.
Allyson, thank you so very much. People can find you on Friday over at Heather's channel. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
8 p.m. Yep.
8 p.m. Okay.
Eastern.
And Cleo will be back here, but then in a lot of other places.
Sure. Yeah.
And Sal Rods actually said that was very excited because they gave you the first live for them. So that was great.
Oh, that's great.
And, Val, what about you? You've got a lot of stuff coming on too.
Yeah. After this, I'm doing the live channeling of Yeshua with answering people's questions in the chat, and that's right after this show. And tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Tuesday. Yeah. Then I have another Akashic record reading show with the gal. That'll be great. So tune in for that at 2:30, 5:30 Eastern time. Yeah.
Yes, this was fun. And Sydney said, Miss Isabelli is a very sensitive word.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, very. And
I got the tower.
She got the tower.
I got the tower. So something, there also might have also been some sort of an event, something that happened, and yeah. So
okay, that's good advice. So
just give it some thought.
Yeah. Just do the thing and like and subscribe to all of our channels so you know what is going on, because we are very active.
Yeah.
So we will sign off, and everyone take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.